Today's digital age, your data is your most valuable asset. That's why GotBackup is your ultimate, all-in-one cloud backup service that prioritizes your security, offers an unbeatable value, and unlocks exciting opportunities.
Is GotBackup really that easy? And exactly how secure is my data? Whoa! What the?
GotBackup offers unparalleled ease of use. With our simple 3-step setup process, users can effortlessly select which specific folders on their device to back up to their GotBackup cloud with just one configuration. Once set up, it operates seamlessly in the background, requiring no further attention. It's truly a set-and-forget solution. Whether you're a seasoned computer enthusiast or a casual user, GotBackup caters to all levels of technical proficiency, ensuring a smooth experience for everyone. And thanks to our super strong security tools like 256-bit AES encryption and other robust protocols, your data is super secure with us. At GotBackup, we believe your data should belong to you and you alone. That's why our active and passive protection systems are designed with multiple layers of security. We encrypt everything so we see and know nothing about your data.
Excuse me. Ms. Terabyte, I have a question. I'm not a computer-savvy person, but can you explain the technology?
Without getting too technical, this is how GotBackup secures your information. AES 256 encryption is a way to scramble information like text, files, or data so that it can't be understood unless you have the right key to unscramble it. Think of it like a secret code that only the intended recipient knows how to decode, in this case, your GotBackup cloud. AES stands for Advanced Encryption Standard. The number 256 refers to the key length. In an everyday life analogy, imagine a combination lock. Most of them have 3 to 4 numbers that you have to put in the right order to open the safe. With us, you would have to guess 256 numbers in the right order. Having more bits in the key makes it much harder for someone to guess the right combination. 128-bit encryption has never been cracked. 256-bit encryption is virtually impossible. So, AES 256-bit encryption is a very strong method. It's a widely used encryption method that's considered very secure. In fact, the US military uses this very standard.
Quick question. That's good to know and all, but how does my data get from my laptop to my GotBackup cloud without being intercepted?
That is where SSL and TLS come in. SSL and TLS are protocols used to secure your communication over the internet. Think of them like locks on a letter that ensure when you send or receive information online, it stays safe and private. Imagine you're sending a letter through the mail. SSL and TLS is like using a special envelope with a lock on it. Only the person you're sending the letter can unlock it with a special key. In this case, your GotBackup cloud. So, even if someone tries to peek at your letter while it's traveling through the mail, they won't be able to read it because it's securely locked inside the envelope. This encryption keeps your personal data, like passwords or credit card numbers, safe from hackers who might try to intercept it while it's traveling from your computer to your GotBackup cloud.
Okay, that makes sense. But there are so many cloud service providers out there. Why should I choose GotBackup?
Because of GotBackup's unbeatable value at an unbeatable price. And here's the best part, with GotBackup, you and up to 5 family or team members can enjoy the peace of mind that comes with 6 terabytes of secure storage for unlimited devices. Access your files securely from any device, Windows, Mac, iOS, Android, or through any web browser. With end-to-end encrypted online storage, your data is shielded in a secure gateway in your cloud, giving you complete control over your digital footprint. But GotBackup isn't just about securing your data. GotBackup is the only cloud backup service of its kind that not only secures your data but also puts money back in your pocket with our lucrative affiliate program. When you become a GotBackup affiliate, you can earn commissions for every person you refer to our cloud service. It's a win-win. Secure your data and boost your income simultaneously.
Okay, I really like that part. Sign me up.
Don't settle for anything less than the best when it comes to protecting your digital life. Choose GotBackup, where security, value, and opportunity come together to safeguard your data and empower your future. Visit GotBackup.com today to sign up and start securing your digital life.
Hey, welcome everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are around the world. It's always a pleasure for Tammy and I to present on our Friday morning, 11 o'clock Eastern time. And we want to welcome Anna Maria Momo. Welcome. Great to have you here. Dr. Ricky, thank you. That's wonderful, wonderful message. Appreciate that. Robert, welcome. Great to have you here. And, Robert is right, guys. If you like what you hear, hit that smash button. The algorithm with YouTube, it's just going to show it to more people, and that gives you an opportunity to build your business with more power. And let's see here. We have Regeneration Zone. Welcome, Courtney from Pickering. Hey, buddy. Great to have you here. I know you're on the work right now, in the workforce, I believe. I hope you're parked on the side and you're UPS driving. So welcome. Let's see. Who do we have here? We have Renee. Welcome. Great to have you here. We have Alexander. Great to have you. We have Debbie. We have Barb from Kansas. Debbie is actually from Michigan. Great to have you. We have Larry from San Antonio, Texas. This is a great place, actually. It's nice. Should go back and visit there. James, great to have you here. Enionam from Ghana. Welcome. In Liniardo. Welcome. Great to have you here. And folks, let's get started. So, Tammy, let's start with a little bit of our story of how we got introduced to GotBackup.
Absolutely. Well, happy Friday, everybody.
Oh, okay.
Am I muted?
No, you're good. For some reason, you were talking, and you're good. Go ahead.
Well, happy Friday, everybody. So happy you joined us today. And it's a gorgeous day here in Toronto. I was just saying to Chris, we got to get out for a nice walk later. And so Chris and I, we've been in the network marketing arena for 28 years, and we've built globally. And it's interesting because it's the first time we're in the service industry of the network marketing space, and we're absolutely love it. Joel contacted Chris back in May of 23 and said something big is happening. We've known Joel for many years, 20 plus years. And so we decided to have a look because we know that that everything is moving to services and AI and all of that stuff. So we, like everybody else, especially those who are guests today, you're curious, right? We were curious. And when we saw what you're going to see today, we got so excited. We knew that this was going to be massive, and we've been running ever since. It's been 18 months now, Chris? And
absolutely, Tammy.
Globally and making an impact.
And when you look on this slide over here, right, empowering families with global opportunity. This is what we're talking about. It's borderless. We've seen some massive growth when we started with GotBackup, and now we're just increasingly growing. There's new teams that are emerging from different parts of the world. So, folks, it's really time to turn your dreams into reality. And looking at this slide is, why are you here? Maybe to some of you, you realize, okay, I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck, and I'd like to be able to buy a new home like this beautiful couple there with showing their key and where they just make this beautiful purchase. Or what about taking a vacation when you want to, not when you have to, or where you can afford to go? What about having a new member of the family? I know right now it's kind of unfortunate, but we have to budget how many children we can have. It's unfortunate, but it is the way of life today due to their economy. It's forced upon us. And what about retirement, folks? It's really serious where today, retirement, it is not what it used to be even 5 years ago. Things have changed, right? The pandemic has created a ripple that has caused a lot of changes around the world. And maybe some money you had on the side or planned for retirement is just not there with the big reset and the equity stock market and everything else. I don't know where you are, but one thing with GotBackup is that it gives you an opportunity to share a service that everybody needs with a price everybody can afford. We'll talk about that. That can give you another stream of income that can complement your salary to be able to live a better life. And that's what we want to talk to you about here today.
Yeah, and our goal with GotBackup is to help average people to create an above average lifestyle. And of course, you need work ethic, right? It's called network marketing. So it's not wish or hope, coming in, but we're going to be working directly with the teams and helping everybody grow. And there's a lot of great leaders in this company that are doing the same thing.
Totally agree. And talk a little bit about the company here, folks, is that we want to take you with us. Tammy and I are going to go big places with this company. And those of you that are following the momentum, I'm telling you, you'll catch the wave. And that's what we present every Friday. We'll give you an opportunity to join our excitement and the momentum that we are seeing within our business. And we want you to be part of that. See, the company began in 1997. That was back in Gatineau, Quebec. In fact, Tammy and I were kind of raised in not too far from there. In fact, this is where I met Joel back in the years of 2000, early 2000.
Yeah,
And I was creating my very first website, which is very ironic because here I am today again and using the services. And the fact is, Joel was telling me in those days that they had to move in the US. And I said, oh, wow, is that because I'm going to have to use another company now? He says, no, everything is the same for you as far as you're concerned. We're just going to be changing our address, our physical address, but your IP address and the details that you need to connect to your server, it'll be the same. So, okay, that's cool. It's just maybe a new address that you need to click on, but as far as you're concerned, it's all the same. So he went ahead and invested into a building that is at 10,000 square feet, as you can see here. Today, this is completely paid in full. This is a debt-free company who's been around 20-some years. And the reason why they chose this location is because they have the fiber optic infrastructure on the ground to be able to support the bandwidth. That's the amount of traffic that comes in requesting information. Companies like Toyota, Google, there's so many more right now. I'm going to have a memory blank, but
Microsoft,
big companies.
Big
Yeah,
company.
as a matter of fact, let me share with you a video that kind of walk you through the server, the company, and a little bit of an idea of the security behind this product that you're looking into, or maybe that you've already made a decision to be part of. Okay, let's watch this together.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of GotBackup. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure? And how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I wanna explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm going to code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So a couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have, hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power. Every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if God forbid there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. what this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if, God forbid, there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect to security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security, it's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure. So let's come out of the server room.
So obviously, folks, I'll show you where you can watch the rest of this video. So Tammy, let's kind of move into the global trends. So you go ahead.
Absolutely. And this is the exciting part. There's almost 15 billion smartphones around the world, which everybody is constantly on. So there's a huge trend here. Everybody's taking pictures, videos, storing stuff, downloading documents, movies, all kinds of stuff. So their phones are getting fuller and fuller. So this is one huge trend.
Here's another one that you should keep in mind is looking at the percentage of global traffic from 2011 to 2023. It went from 6% to 60%, just to give you a perspective how this is growing. Looking at the size of a cloud storage market worldwide from 2022 to 2030, folks, you're looking at market size in billion in US on the left-hand side. And of course, you can see the years as you move forward. So in 2022, 90 billion, right? 90 billion in size, in revenue. And now looking at 2030, it's close to $500 trillion. You know, folks, it's, oh, I wish I knew about this when it was at that time. Well, we're 2024, right? So we're 3 years from that date. So you still have 2025, 2026, 27, 28, 29. Folks, there's many, many years for you to start taking advantage of this trend. This is why we're showing this to all of you.
Yeah, the timing is now. Don't sit on this, you guys, because the wave is here. And this is the time that those who take action are the ones that are going to reap in this company. So cell phone addiction. We all know everybody has an addiction to their cell phones. And it's hard to go on vacation and put your phone aside because you want to take pictures, you want to do videos, you want to do all these things, right? So that you can have for memories. But we use it for so many things, for alarm clock, for, Chris and I, when we travel, because we have a couple of different homes and we have everything on our phone to be able to increase the air, all this stuff that we're able to do. And of course, everybody takes their phones to the bathroom. I mean, in today's world, I remember back in the day, we have these little magazine stands. Not anymore. Everybody just grabs their phones because we're constantly on them because there's lots of things that we can do with our phone.
That's an understatement. And folks, this comes also with a downside is the data loss is a growing concern, right? 45% of cell phone users have accidentally damaged their cell phones or lost their data. 5,700 screen are cracked every hour. Laptops and cell phones stolen every 43 seconds. It's unfortunate, folks, but this is society of today. So at the end of the day, nobody wants to lose their devices, but losing your data, your soul, your everything you took for decades, that is devastating. You can't go back in time and take the pictures again. So this is very precious stuff. Would you agree?
Absolutely. And everybody's getting these messages every single time I have a conversation with somebody. Have conversations with people, you guys, because this conversation is easy to bring up. People are dealing with this on a regular basis, and they have to make decisions. Either they get rid of some of their precious memories and take the time to do that. Who has time anymore, right? Or they would have to pay more. So this is where GotBackup comes into play when you hear something really exciting that we're going to share with you.
Absolutely. And looking at a second trend is making more money, right? How can we make more money? Well, here's a good thing, right? 42% of Americans have side gigs, 62% of Gen Z. These are our children, from our age group, right? Are 18 to 25, right? So these are the Gen Z. And what about the rest of the world here, folks? what's happening here is people are looking for ways to make money. What better way to make money than dealing with a service that everyone needs, a price point everybody can afford? So we're getting into all of that right now. Let's talk about the leverage that these two global trends brings, Tammy.
Absolutely. So we're going to talk about the core product. We also have a VIP package, which we're going to briefly go through, but that's the main two components of GotBackup. So the core product is data storage, 6 terabytes of data storage. You can, on your account, you can add 5 additional members, and each one having their own username and their own password. So you don't have access to see any of their stuff. It's a great family package. It is unlimited devices, which is amazing because everybody has so many devices today. All this it's actually $9.97. So we say $10 a month to round it off. And the best part, you guys, it is the only home-based business that pays you by telling other people about this value.
Let's look at our competitors here: iCloud, Dropbox, and Google Drive. And folks, I know there's others, but let's focus on those 3. Around $10 a month, and an average of 2 terabytes, and the average of about 1 user, except Google Drive may have a few more. But look at the price. Look at what they GotBackup offers. $9.97, same price point, right? Maybe like 2 pennies different. But the point is 3 times that. This is more than most people will do in a lifetime. This is plenty, right? So you either pay $9.97 or yearly $99.97. Personally, when I bring people on board, I bring them with a $99.97. Let's pay for the year and let's get it done. It's as simple as that. The other thing is, if you look at yearly, right? Let's compare apples with apples. iCloud, Dropbox, Google Drive. Let's focus on those 3 again. 360, 660, 216. The average is 6 to 5 terabytes. 6 users, 3 users, 1 user. GotBackup. Again, we're talking the $99.97, $100, 6 terabytes. Folks, the price is unbelievable. The value is really, really, really good. So let's summarize what we got here, Tammy.
Yeah, and the message on this slide is, people spend money buying all this fancy stuff to protect the outside of the phones, and the most important thing is what's inside the phones, right? So 6 terabytes, $9.97. You can have up to 6 people on one account. With your Android or iPhones, you have apps for that. And once you set up the system, which Chris is going to show you how simple it is, then it's automatic from there. In anything that you do is automatically going to show. And of course, you saw the military grade encryption, the importance of the security at the beginning. If you missed it, get back to the person who introduced you to this session and they'll send you the video.
Yeah. And just very quickly here, Vital, get back with the person who invited you here today. Get back with this person and it'll give you all the details on getting more information, and even to receiving emails with more details. So I highly, highly, highly recommend you go and do that. So folks, let's watch a quick video on how easy it is to install this on your phone.
This is a quick walkthrough of how to install your GotBackup app onto your mobile device. In this case, I'm using the Android Galaxy, but the process is the same also on an iPhone. So to download your app, there's 2 ways to do this. You can either come to the Play Store. On an iPhone, it's called just the App Store, and just search for GotBackup. And there it is. Or we could come to our members area and go to use this tool, and then you will see it here on your dashboard. So again, I'm using my Android device. So I'm going to go ahead and click this, and it's going to take me to my Google Play Store. If you're on an iPhone, it will take you to your App Store on your iPhone device. So I'm going to go ahead and install that. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and open it. It's going to ask you to log into your account. Go ahead and allow all your notifications so it could let you know that everything's being uploaded properly, and go ahead and put in your unique ID. Once logged in, you will be asked to let GotBackup access your photos and videos on your mobile device. Select Allow. Without having to do anything, an Android upload folder was automatically created for me. Neat! If you are on an iPhone, the folder will be called iPhone Upload. Now, depending on how many photos and videos is on your device, your first backup might take some time. So it is highly recommended that your device is on a charger and is connected to Wi-Fi. It is a good idea to start your first backup in the evening and keep your GotBackup app open and let it back up overnight. One more thing I'd like to point out. If I tap on these 3 little lines on the top left corner and tap on Settings, you will see these 3 boxes under Monitor are automatically checked. Auto Upload will automatically upload all future photos and videos taken on your device to your GotBackup cloud. Camera Roll Upload will back up all existing photos and videos that are stored on your device to your GotBackup cloud. And Upload Only on Wi-Fi will only back up your data while connected to Wi-Fi. If you have an unlimited data plan, you can uncheck this. So if I come to my gallery, I'm going to have a slew of pictures from over the years. This is actually Joel's phone, so if I come to my albums, I have almost 1,400 pictures. Alright, so if I come to my app, come back to my menu and click Transfers, you're going to see all my pictures now are uploading. Since this might be a large upload at first and I have a low battery, it's highly recommended that you plug into a power source. So I'm going to do that right now. Alright, now that's finished. We can now see that our Android upload has all been categorized by what year these photos were taken. These were taken in 2021. And this was just recently. So that's pretty much it. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward.
You know, as you can see here, folks, it's really, really straightforward. And the fact is the VIP package is also an added value that's added on. This is optional. We recommend VTuber. It's like a YouTube where you can upload all your videos and it creates a hyperlink that you can share into your emails, or even you can have an MP4 link that you can share to someone else. You can download your video. Just so many great features. The other one here, we have memory place. Imagine you have an event like a wedding or your team event, whatever, and you provide a QR code from a link that you can pass on to everybody. They just scan a QR code or go right to the link, and you can upload all the pictures they took from their cell phone there. And then you can turn around and make all these pictures available for everyone to download. Isn't that cool? Another one is a personal promo link. When you start your GotBackup, a link is given to you. That's what most of you have been introduced to GotBackup. You click the link, you start receiving emails explaining that is all automated. It's something we don't talk about, but it's part of it's part of your core product. You have a complete email marketing system included in your GotBackup. There's so much more than just backing up. So, and you can do all sort of things with that. You can change the language, you can add your own video, your own content, you go on and on. A domain, let's say you want to use a different name like Cloud Space or whatever, and you can assign your GotBackup link to Cloud Space, and then from there, I'm just using an arbitrary name here, and then that's what you would promote in your social media, right? Just give you an example. So many great value here. So you see, the thing is, it's not just the cloud storage, folks, but it's a system, and that's what the competitors don't offer. They will be competitive, or they'll try to be competitive, and I'm not saying we're better than everybody else, because of course we're the new kids on the block. But folks, give us time and you'll see what's going to happen. But the difference here is we get paid. So let's talk about this, Tammy.
Absolutely. So we're going to focus on the first 3, which is the customer acquisition bonus, the cycle earnings, and the cycle match. So a customer acquisition bonus, that is when you sign somebody up, you're going to get paid. So then if somebody signs up at $9.97 monthly, then you're going to make 200%. So you're going to get $19.97. And if they decide to go yearly, which most people do, just so you know, once they see the option, because you do save a couple months of payments, and everybody's into saving money and kind of that set and forget, 12 months paid in advance, you'll get 50%. So rounding it off is $50. And the 25% on all VIP or any product that they're going to roll out in the future, you'll get 25% if the people you sign up add that feature. Okay, so and there was a customer there, Chris, that we missed on the
Oh,
bottom. You
sorry, I
went
thought
too
you did already.
fast.
I apologize.
But
Give it
yeah,
a-
there's a customer only. So for example, if you sign up customers, you'll make 25% right away, and then 25% every month on the $9.97. Okay, so let's move forward, Chris. So we just made a couple examples for you. So if you had 20 people that you introduced that came in at the $9, that came in monthly, which most people will come in yearly, so it's much
Yeah, I should
much
change
bigger.
that to yearly. That's what most people do.
Yeah, exactly. Or give both examples,
That'd be
because
$50
$20
instead of 20.
times 20 people is $400 commission, and everybody could use this kind of money in today's world. We all know the price of
And
groceries.
you know what, Tammy? We have some leaders that are coming in, and I'm not kidding here. One of them just bought 26 people. It's really, really rocking here. And
Oh,
he
yeah.
came with a $50, the $50, right? In other words, he came with $100. That's 20 times, that's 26 times $50. Folks, this is good money, right?
Mhm.
It's really, really generous, right? So let's
Yeah.
talk about the customer acquisition.
And it's simple to do. I love it because I love the simplicity of the whole thing. So if you end up getting 20 customers, you'll get 25% subscription fee. So on a $10 item, you're looking at $250, and then you're going to have $50 ongoing monthly, guaranteed. If they remain active, you're guaranteed that income. So it'll encourage you to want to get more, right? So they offer such great opportunity for people.
So the second way we talk about is cycle earning. So this is based on your two teams. You have a left team and you have a right team. It's really that simple. Direct means you're personally bringing. Indirect means it's someone that is sharing the same leg as you that is also building their business. Let's use an example here. Okay, so there's two tiers. Tier 1 and tier 2. Generally, tier 2, and I know this month, I think you guys are going to be happy with tier 1, and tier 2 is going to be double tier 1. So the fact here is tier 2, you just make more money than tier 1. Okay, the percentage is higher. And how do you get from tier 1 to tier 2? It's based on your level that you reach. And we'll talk about the ranks in a moment here. So how do you earn here? Well, one is you need to activate. In other words, you're paying $100 a year plus your $20. We'll talk about that in a minute every year. And then you enroll people into your business. What's really important here, you can see on the bottom of this chart here, one on the left, one on the right. Okay, this is what we call copper. This is the building block. This is really what you need to remember. One on the left, one on the right. Doesn't matter if there's people above or below, or there are people that spill over. You need to have one on the left, one on the right. When that happens, then number 3, you start earning cycle. How does cycle triggers? Is when the company sees that there is 6 people in your business, which is literally 4 on one side and 2 on the other. So what happens here is the amount that you're going to be receiving on the cycle will be based on the company's profitability and your rank. And we'll go back to your rank, but just to go back to what I shared earlier, there's tier 1 and tier 2. So I know that my goal, Tammy and I, we want to cycle over 500 times. Right now, we're cycling between 400 to 500 times. It's been 18 months, but it is growing. Folks, just want to give you a bit of a perspective here. Dropbox has 800 million users. They don't pay their associates. They simply provide the service. We do the same, but the company pays on top of that. Do you see when this hits momentum, what's going to happen? This is what we're talking about. Let's talk about cycle match because that is hot. Let's carry on here. What you see here, so it might be a little bit overwhelming when you look at this for the first time. But when you reach the rank of Sapphire and above, again, I'll show you what the ranks are in a minute, okay? When you reach that rank, the company says, okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to add what we call a team bonus cycle match. And it will vary from 25% to 100%. So 25% means that if, let's say you sponsor me and I cycle 100 times, well, that means that you would earn the equivalent of 25 cycles, up to $1,000. Let's just say that I cycle 500 times. I'm just gun hole. I'm rocking this thing, and you sponsor me. So 25% would end up being, I don't know, $1,500, for example. Well, you won't get more than 1,000. You are capped at that until you move up from a Sapphire to an Emerald. So this encourages you to go up. The brilliance in this comp plan is absolutely amazing. And look at the potential income per individual that you sponsor. Do you see the potential? Just go back with the comment of Dropbox has 800 million users. I just need a little tweezer of that, and that will change my life for centuries. So you understand what I'm talking about. The potential is endless over here.
Yeah,
So,
and the value is massive too. You know, the 6 terabytes, you know, is so much more than other people are offering. So that's why
so
it's
there's
an
seven.
instant deal.
That's right. So there's 7 ways to earn, right?
Mhm.
We have generation bonus, dynamic compression bonus, rank bonus pool, leadership bonus pool, and all of that. You're saying, well, how can a company afford doing all of that? It's all based on percentage. 75% of what the company earns in profits, up to, I should say, 75% is paid into this commission and divided in percentage. And if you see that we did some training several weeks ago and we explained all of that. We'll come back to that later. So back to you, Tammy.
Yeah, so it's a simple process on building this. So obviously, for those of you who are evaluating it that were invited as guests, sign up, and then the first goal is to get your first 2 people. You bring one on the left and one on the right. We build a 2-team structure, as Chris shared, and then you want to go and do the same thing, and then you want to duplicate this within your members. And as people are duplicating, then people start hitting the qualifications to go up the rank. So we like to keep it very, very simple for everybody who's starting the business. As you grow, you'll understand more and more and more. All right.
How do we get started?
Yeah, it's a $20 annual fee to get started. And you saw you either come monthly or yearly. And then yeah, you get started. We're going to show you everything you need to do to get started.
Absolutely. And again, these are the VIP packages, folks, where it's either $39.97 a month or $399.70 a year. It's as simple as that. I know I got the package, and many of you do. And here's something that's really cool, folks. We have an incentive right now for help you kind of push forward. And I'll show you in your back office. We'll see the list in a minute here, but you can see that from first place all the way up to 5th place can actually earn. It can actually earn money. So really, really, really cool. So what's going on here, folks? That we are currently in 140 countries. I believe it might be 141. So things are evolving and growing. Again, remember, folks, we do not have to deliver any physical goods. It is all digital. Anybody who buys a phone device, that it is Apple or Android, doesn't matter where they are in the world, if they need a cloud service to connect to the cloud service, wherever that cloud service happens to be located, that's, in that case, it happens to be in Texas. So that's what's going on. So that's the reason why we're in so many countries around the world. And some of the things that are really important, is achievement recognition, Tammy. Let's kind of briefly go through the reasoning for those achievements.
Yeah, so as you grow in the rank, Chris shared the slide that you can make the percentages, and there's so many more bonuses and percentages. So the first goal is obviously bring 1 person, you become a bronze, bring your first 2, you become copper. And what we've done is we taught the simplicity of copper, build coppers. It'll take you all the way up the rank in this model. So,
if you recall, right?
Yeah.
Exactly, Tammy. If you recall here, is as a copper, this is what you want to duplicate, right? So as a bronze, a copper, a silver, and a gold, you are in tier 1, right? When you go into platinum and above, then you move into tier 2. And when you become a sapphire, now you start adding the matching check. And as you start going to emerald, ruby, diamonds, and so forth, the percentage increases, and the other 7 bonus we talked about just keeps adding on to the pile. So this is really, really important. We have some support. We have personalized referral links. We have personalized landing page. We have an email marketing system. We have marketing tools. We have an online presentation, as you see here, and there's one on Wednesday, and there's many others that are done. There's an African version that is on Sunday. There's a French version that is also being hosted different parts of the week. We have Italian. We have Spanish. Folks, there's so many things going on. Exactly. We have training and support tomorrow, folks. Tammy and I are going to be talking about handling objections. You don't want to miss that one. Really, really, really important. So we have a product that everyone needs, folks, and that everybody can afford. So, folks, it is time to get started. Let's turn your dreams into reality here, folks. Really important. You can see here, if you go to GotBackupLive.com, if you selected the link, the referral link the link that you have in your back office to invite people to a presentation like this, when people click on GotBackup Live, it will take you and the system will recognize who invited you here, right? Otherwise, make sure you connect with the person who invited you here today to get started. It's an absolute amazing, amazing opportunity. One thing that Tammy and I like to do as we end this presentation here, folks, we like to recognize some of the folks that are doing really well here. You can see here the rank leaderboard is over here. You can see here the commission earned, right? We have number one, Granny, congratulations, Paul, David, Jeffrey, James, Akidor Doti. Well done, Stone. Well done, Dr. KOA. Awesome. Picot, well done. And Godfred, this is awesome. Well done. And Bernice, great to have you here. Let's go down here to the top 10 weekly sell generated. We have David. David is actually rocking the boat lately. Well done. We have Jamie. We have Paul. We have Granny. We have Ken, Dr. KOA, Jeffrey, Fabian, Jude, and Agnes. These are the sell generated this week. These are people that are enrolling folks into GotBackup. And here, the top weekly lead generated, right? So these are people that are sending their link and people are opting into their link. So we have David, we have Dunn, we have Jury, we have David Lair, I should say, because it's another David that's rising to the top right now. There's David DeKiel. Well done, David. We have Gary, we have Carol, we Andrea, David. Again, lots of David here today. We have Paul and Robert. So this is absolutely awesome. The other thing I want to share with you, and congratulations, folks, this is for the week of September 23rd to the 29th. There's also the September cash contest, right? So Tammy, why don't you list the top 10 right now so far that we have?
I can't even see it, Chris. It's so small.
Okay, it's there's Granny here, there's Paul, there is David. You can see the same names are popping in, right? These are the guys working right now. You can see there's a strong Philippine presence here. We have James. Okay, we have Jamie. We have Iko Dotti. Well done. Congratulations. From Ghana. We have Danielle. We have Dr. KOA. We have Godfred and Bernice. Well done. And we have Jude. We have Norman.
So the contest is up to 10. And
that's correct.
You can see the numbers up to 100 people. And so if you're on the list, do whatever it takes to ride all the way up there.
That's it. From 5th place to 10th place, you get $50. So, folks, I'm telling you, it's just so much fun to build with GotBackup. And if you go to your extra tools, folks, this is where you see extra promotion tools, right? These are great tools for you to share with your audience. Oh, I'm in Russian. I apologize here. Let's go English. If, for example, you can see here extra tool. These are all you see when I start my video, that's the one that I'm using, telling people I'm starting about 5 minutes. Everything is fine. We have the compensation plan PDF. We have the compensation plan training. We have this security video here that Joel that was done. It's kind of similar to the one that I use, except with no counter. And this one is a tour that Joel does. And we could go on and on and on here, folks. So what's happening is that there's so much available here for you to build your business. What's really important as you start your business, folks, is you need to click on use this tool. Very, very important. The moment you click on that, it will take you, because I'm one of the oldies, so I used to have the old cloud. So obviously the new people are not going to see the old cloud. You only see the new one. So in this case, what's happening, you can see on my cloud, right? I'm using 40. I'm using half of it already. I'm dangerous. I know. So what's going on here is you can watch the video for installation for the Mac, or the PC. Or the Android. We saw you in the video here on the Android, and you can see here the iOS version. So the installation video are very, 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 very simple. And here's the thing, folks, that you need to understand. If you want to be successful in the business, in this venture, and you want to earn a decent income, here's the key and here's the trick. I'm going to give you 2 tips. Number 1, make sure people install the software on their phone devices and on their computers. The moment people start uploading their data on the cloud, it creates an emotional connection that they do not want to part with, because their soul is stored into an area that is safe. And if, God forbid, something happens to their devices, they can always bring it back. Number 1. What's the number 2 tip? Well, Tammy talked about copper. Copper means one person on your left, one person on your right. This is the key right there. When you come to the business, Bring one person, one on left and right, and duplicate that with the person that comes in to also then bring one on left, one on right. And you know what's going to happen? Magic. Because you're going to automatically by default qualify for all the requirements for you to move up in rank and increase your paycheck. If all you do is sponsor people in and you leave them to fend for themselves, then of course people will leave faster than they can have an opportunity to start because they don't know what they have.
Exactly.
But if you get people to start using the software and they start understanding, I need to sponsor one left on the right, just these 2 tips, you do that, you will rank to the top. And that I can almost say is a guarantee. But of course, I can't guarantee you're going to speak to anybody. But if you do, this is what's going to happen. Your chances of success are going tenfold. So as we end, Tammy, what are your last words?
Once you join, set it up, but invite people to these presentations. And as you invite people, as we always say, you learn every single time you show up at a presentation. So it develops your skills of being able to present yourself. And of course, your guests are seeing this and they're seeing the opportunity here. So for those of you who are our guests here, join. It's so little of an investment and such a big return if you catch the wave and start telling other people about it.
Absolutely, folks. I'm telling you, it's not about luck. It's not about being in first. You saw the numbers. We're in 2023, or sorry, 2024. There is so much space for growth. It's all in the mind. What you need to focus on right now is those 2 things. Install the software on your devices. Install the software on any device of your prospects or associates as they start activating, and make sure they understand if they want to build this business that they want to bring one to the left, one to the right. If they want to become a customer, hug them, be grateful for their business, and move on. Folks, it's been a real pleasure to share this with you. We hope the information was helpful and insightful. Remember, tomorrow, Tammy and I are going to be doing a training on handling objections, which is the main issue that most people have in building this business. How do I deal with too expensive? Don't know how. I'm not into these things. I don't believe in this industry. I don't believe in that. I don't know if this is possible. Blah, blah. Whatever the situation
We'll help you overcome all of this.
We'll handle it all. We'll handle it all. Okay, everybody, listen, have yourself a great rest of your Friday, and hopefully we'll see you on Saturday. And keep in mind that we have all the events during the week. Make sure you go back to your back office to see all the presentations that are available to you. Have a great day, everybody. Bye for now.